Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome to this week's WBLU News. I'm Logan Ford.
And I'm Cameron Pettigo.
My name is Liz, and I'm a hero.
My name is Tyler, and I'm a hero.
My name is Audrey, and I'm a hero.
My name is Trinity Heather, and I'm a hero.
Since its start more than 60 years ago, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society has invested millions and millions of dollars in life-saving research to find treatments and cures for blood cancers. Here is the story of how millions of kids join together every year and help our heroes by participating in the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Pennies for Patients.
When I first found out, I couldn't believe it.
My mom had a bump in my head and took me to the doctor, and my stomach started swelling up.
From the day we were diagnosed, we lived in the hospital for about a month.
Chemotherapy, radiation, transplant.
It was very hard because right when everything started to go back to normal, I got diagnosed again, so it never really was normal.
I was in the hospital for 72 days.
I love Pennies for Patients and Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
The money that students have raised with families and friends has created a hope for me in my life.
There is no way we could ever possibly thank this organization enough for what they've done for our daughter and for the children before her and the children to come. They saved her life.
In this week's news, we're covering the recent clearing of Ebola in Nigeria. Recently, in Nigeria, Ebola has not been shown up in many cases. Hopefully this will include the rest of the countries, but no one knows why this is happening yet. Now over to Cameron for the weather.
Today's weather is a high of 64 and a low of 46. This past week in sports, the 8th grade football team traveled up to Paducah to play in the regional finals against Bowling Green. Sadly, they fell short, and it was their last game. Great season, Wildcats.
Now over to Cameron with the teacher feature.
Thanks, guys. My name is Cameron Pettigo, and I'm here with Mr. Staggs for today's teacher feature. Mr. Staggs, what was the first thing you learned to cook?
The first thing I learned to cook was probably spaghetti. My mom taught me how to cook spaghetti and boil the noodles, and didn't make any fancy spaghetti sauces or anything. I just poured the thing in there. But that's still pretty much all I can cook at the current moment. So.
Well, what is the weirdest thing that you ever ate?
The weirdest thing I've ever eaten was when I was in high school. My friend went to Japan, and he came back with seaweed candy, and it was awful, horrible.
If you had $1 million to give away, what would you do with it?
I would give it to the school so that we could increase the level of technology that we have in our school. I think 1-for-1 iPads or something like that would go a long way in education. It'd be great.
It'd be pretty cool. Thanks, guys. Back to the studio.
Today's tech fact is a jacket that every time you get a Facebook status like, gives you a free hug for all you loners out there.
Have a marvelous Monday!
Today's club spotlight is KY8. And KY8... Okay, never mind. Where do we go